Alright, so for the last Makeup Mayhem video, I thought it would be fitting to do some sort of tutorial, and since I already did a makeup tutorial a couple of days ago, I thought I would switch it up and do a hair tutorial today. So right now my hair is damp, as you can see. I've been letting it air dry as I did my makeup. I haven't put any product in it or brushed through it or anything. I just had it in a towel. And it is about 70% dry right now, so when I'm doing my hair on days like today, this is exactly how I like it to be when I start, because I want to give it as much time to air dry as possible. So I shower, and then I put my hair up in a towel, and I do all of my lotion, I wander around, I check my email, I do my makeup, and I just let it air dry in the towel, and then I start my routine. So this is going to be my quick but polished hair tutorial. This is what I do on days where I want my hair to look really good. I don't want it to just be straight, because I find for me that I like my hair better if it has some sort of wave to it, but this is much quicker than doing like one of my curling routines. And I have a couple of other videos on how I curl my hair in different ways, but this is just going to be my like quick and polished curls. I'm going to start with some sort of volumizing tonic. This one's by Aveda. I'm not in love with this stuff, but it works well to give my scalp a little bit of volume. So I'm just going to kind of spray this on my scalp. I do like the smell of this. It has like a little bit of a, I don't know, it's a light scent for Aveda, because sometimes Aveda has like a really strong herbal scent. So I just put a little bit of that on my roots and kind of rub it in, and this is meant to be put on damp hair, so my hair is damp right now. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Kerastase Nectar Thermique, which is a heat protectant, and I just love this stuff. It is for dry to very dry hair. I put about that much, not a ton. My hair looks like a lion right now, by the way. And then I just kind of put it in like this. And I do all this before I brush through it. But I do comb through my deep conditioner when I'm in the shower and right before I get out of the shower. So my hair is like already detangled from the comb. I have like a wide tooth comb that just lives in the shower. And then I'm going to do a little bit, this is the key, not to do a ton of this, because this stuff can make your hair greasy if you use too much. But I love this. This is my Chi Silk Infusion. So I'm going to do about a dime size amount, not very much at all. And I'm just going to apply this to the very ends of my hair. And this, I really do notice a difference when I use this. It makes my hair so silky smooth, and I can just feel that my ends feel different. They're not as dry, they're not as frizzy. I just really like this stuff. So literally like the last, I don't know, 4 inches of hair. I'm not doing like the whole ponytail region, just the very bottom. I find that this kind of travels up on its own somehow when you're styling your hair, and I don't want it to get near my roots. That's everything that I put on my hair while it's still damp, and now I go and I wash my hands, because especially the Chi Silk Infusion leaves your hands really sticky, and I hate that feeling. Using the end of a comb, I'm going to figure out where I want my parts, and my hair kind of has naturally started falling where I like my part to be, but I just kind of perfect it with this. This is my Numi pink hair dryer, and I do not dry my hair in any particular way when I'm trying to do it quickly. I literally just go all over, flip my hair over, just dry it crazily. If I'm gonna do a more like, if I'm taking a lot of time with my hair, then I do sometimes, I'll do it with like a flat brush or a round brush or a paddle brush or whatever. But today I'm gonna show you guys how I do it when I wanna do it quick. And then I'm going to add a little bit of dry shampoo right to this front area, because I just feel like it gives it more volume and it makes it look better, especially if you are in between colorings. I have not colored my hair in a very long time. I've been letting it grow out, but I'm actually going to go ahead and get it colored probably this month, because I'm getting kind of tired of the roots looking like a different color. I don't know. I just feel like it's starting to get kind of blah. So I'm using a little bit of the dry shampoo from Ulta. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. I actually had this in a deluxe sample size from a glossy box, and I really liked it, so I bought it in full size. So I'm just going to And then I'm going to start rubbing it in with my fingers. I don't need to wait and let it sit for a few minutes first because I just washed my hair, so I don't need it to soak up any oils. I just am using it to give me a little bit of volume. I'm just rubbing it in so the white cast goes away. Another thing that I'm going to do very quickly is use a teasing brush, teasing comb, whatever this is, and I'm just going to do a quick tease. It's just grabbing sections, small sections. And the dry shampoo is really going to help hold this so I don't have to use hairspray. Alright, then I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to lightly comb this out without completely combing out all the teasing that I just did. I just kind of want to smooth out the top of my hair. I'm going to use my Conair curling iron, and this is a 1.5 inch. I would recommend using a Hot Tools one just because, especially if you are wanting to do this quickly, it's a much hotter curling iron, so you don't have to hold it on the hair as long, but I don't have one in this size, and I wanted a curling iron with a clamp because I find that it's much quicker to use than to use the clampless, even though a clampless is really great for certain hairstyles. I'm not going to section off my hair too much because for this we are going for speed, but I am going to just take the very top section that we have teased that has a little bit more volume and just clip this up and do this last. So I'm just splitting this right down the middle in the back and pulling the two sides to the front. And I'm going to curl these in pretty big sections. So I'm taking about a 1 inch section and I'm going to start about right where my ear is, and I'm going to start creating a loose wave. I'm not going all the way down to the bottom because if you start at the bottom without giving the top a little bit of heat, then the top actually will be really loose because you're not giving it heat. So I'm curling away from my face and I'm just adding in more hair as I curl down, and then just gonna let it go. This is a little bit tighter than how I want it to be, so I'm just gonna take the end and pull on it slightly and it will loosen it a little bit. And then I'm just going to let that cool while I go to the next section. And for this type of curling, I'm not sectioning it off from the bottom to the top the way I normally would, so I'm not taking a section down here. I'm actually taking this entire half of hair here and I'm just kind of grabbing sections down like that from top to bottom. It's just a different type of curl and it's much faster. And I'm holding the curling iron straight up and down for these curls. So that is that half done pretty quick. I'm using a little bit of the Sebastian Reshaper, which is a brushable hold. And I'm not going to use a ton because I do want these to fall out a little bit. But I'm just going to leave it there because as I'm doing the rest of my hair, it will fall out naturally and become a little bit looser. And when you switch sides that you're curling, make sure you switch directions you're curling in as well. You should be going away from your face on both sides. These are all getting a little too bouncy on this side. I think the curling iron's getting hotter. Now I'm going to let down the top section. Text message. And this I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to pull it to the front, fix the part. This top section is what's going to take the most amount of time, but I feel like if I don't do this, then it just doesn't look that nice. So I kind of figured that this is worth a little bit of extra time, and you can actually do the bottom section that I just did really quickly when you're not describing it or trying to do it on camera. I'm going to take that section and I'm going to leave about a 1.5 inch part, and the rest of it is going to go in another section. And I do that on both sides, and then I'm going to clip this part up. So I'm going to do this part just like I did the hair on the bottom. And last, taking this back section, I'm just going to pull it to the side that I'm more comfortable curling on, which is this one. And I'm just going to do this one quickly and messily because the one in the back kind of gets separated and tousled at the end anyway. I'm going to take my fingers and I'm just going to finger comb through this to loosen it up. And these curls are pretty quick. So there you go, loose, effortless curls. That did not take very long to do. And yeah, much more polished than wearing your hair straight. So I hope you guys enjoyed Makeup Mayhem. It just kind of went by faster than I thought it would, even though technically it's June right now when this video is going up. but my family's in town and I'm loving having them here. But I thought you guys would enjoy a tutorial as the very last day of Makeup Mayhem. So I will see you guys in a few days. I'm going to be continuing to make videos on a more consistent basis. It won't be every other day now that Makeup Mayhem's over, but it will be more often than I was doing previously to Makeup Mayhem. So yeah, I'll see you guys sometime this week with a new video. Bye.